Hello friends and enemies. Welcome back to Weekly Allowance, the internet's only polar bear review show. Today we are looking at G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes and Polar Bear. So, as you might imagine, or probably already know, I know nothing about G.I. Joe, like absolutely nothing. I'm going to do my best not to annoy any G.I. Joe fans watching this video, but at the same time, I'm going to say things that are blatantly false. I'm going to make postulations. I'm going to guess as to what this guy's deal is. It's all going to be wrong. And I hope you find that amusing rather than aggravating. So I may not know anything about G.I. Joe, but I do know that I like bears. And that was, that was pretty much the impetus for getting this set. I love bears, one of my top 3 favorite animals. They are friend-shaped. I would love to hug one, but I'm not allowed to. And so I get a plastic one instead. All right, so let's look at the packaging. I'm not sure if this is typical for G.I. Joe packaging or not, but somehow it's subdued, but eye-catching at the same time. I think a lot of that has to do with the pop of pink in this guy's outfit and the blue background, which I think is very appealing. You get some symbols on the side, no idea what that stands for, but apparently it does stand for something. I said I know nothing about G.I. Joe, but I have absorbed some things through osmosis. Here he is fighting the bear, and here he is, doing the Chris Pratt Velociraptor taming trick on the bear. So it looks like the bear has some Jurassic Park Kenner style wounds. Interested to take a look, so let's dig right in. So when I was a kid, I actually did not like bears. And it's not like I didn't like bears the animal, it's just that I didn't like teddy bears. I know that sounds insane, but it's just like, when you're a girl child, everyone's always trying to give you a teddy bear, and I didn't find them cute. I didn't like them. But then one year, I got a realistic teddy bear. So it was just like a bear stuffed animal, and I loved that thing. And ever since then, I've been a big bear fan. And I've softened my views on teddy bears somewhat. They're fine. They're fine. Okay, it looks like there's not enough room in the clamshell for some of the stuff, so they had to tape it to the back, which is fine. Sometimes you've got to tape a bear leg to the back of your package. Another fun fact is that the realistic bear plushie I love so much, I have no idea where it is. I know I wouldn't have gotten rid of it. Maybe it's still at my mom's house. I hope she hasn't thrown it away, but she does like to throw things away, so who knows. I'm sure this is all fascinating and why you came to this video, to hear stories about my childhood and how I came to like bears. All right, let's try to dig these guys out. Alright, I hope that unboxing was super satisfying. You know, I try my best. It's like for a while on my other art channel, Runeveld. You can go check it out. It's spelled like it sounds, I guess. I was trying to do tape pulls for a little bit, like pulling tape from paintings. It's meant to be very satisfying, but not the way I do it. So one really nice thing about this, I'm going to say immediately, is that I did not have to heat up this bear to get its legs in, which was great. Just apply some pressure and they pop right in, which that was very nice. So first we're going to look at the dude and then we'll look at the bear. So this is Snake Eyes. I don't know what his deal is. Does he have the eyes of a snake? We'll never know because they're always hidden. I'm sure they're not, but this is my headcanon that I'm going with. For as much as I'm not into like military dude type figures like this, I do like this one, and unsurprisingly, it's because of the color scheme. It's purple. It's bright pink, metallic purple on the visor, with pops of black throughout. It just, it works well. I don't know why he's dressed in purple and pink in a polar environment. It could be some throwback to an old toy or maybe the cartoon or something that I'm just not aware of. But hey, I like it. Especially the hot pink hands. I really don't know what that's about, but it's great. I do kind of wish there was hot pink somewhere else on the figure, just to kind of tie that in a little bit, but I appreciate it for what it is. Like I said, I know nothing about G.I. Joe or really the G.I. Joe toy line. I'm assuming some of this is reuse, but I really don't know. You've got a pretty, like, smooth top, but then the bottom is very textured. Kind of simple, pretty minimal paint. A lot of it is just the plastic color. Could probably do with a little bit more paint in places. But I do like that metallic visor. So I'm not super familiar with these, but they are Hasbro, and I am familiar with Marvel Legends. So I think I know what kind of articulation we're gonna be looking at here. No hair to get in the way, that's nice. Does he have hair underneath it all? I'll never know. Bicep swivel, ooh, butterfly joint. I'm seeing a lot of points for articulation, so I think this guy should be able to move around pretty well. Double elbow, hinge and swivel at the hands. He's got this joint for a crunch. And this is rubbery, this harness thingy, so it shouldn't really get in the way. It might get in the way a little bit, a little bit, but not too bad. Twist at the waist, leg up. Very nice. You've got to be athletic to be a G.I. Joe, I mean, I assume. Out. Double knee. Ooh, you gotta kind of push it to get the knee to be double, though. Boot swivel, which I don't really care about because that is not a natural movement, but I know some people really love a boot swivel. Hinge and rock on the ankle. So yep, pretty standard Hasbro articulation. Now let's see what this bear can do. Bears are so cute. It's really a crime that they will kill you. I know this is supposed to be like a dangerous, like, killer bear that he's fighting and or training, I don't know. But I do wish that it wasn't all scarred up. I would like a pristine bear. Yeah, I would prefer a pristine bear. As it is, it's not too bad. It's just these marks on the front and this eye is kind of cloudy. I also wish that it had a head or maybe a jaw movement that could make it so the mouth would close. But this head sculpt isn't bad at all. It's nice to be able to see inside the mouth. You've got its cute little lips. It's got a very placid expression despite these battle wounds. This bear is in calm mode right now. And look, we've got bear paws. Look how cute. How adorable is that? So another reason we got this is because we did not get the Mythic Legions polar bear that they're coming out with. I mean, maybe one day in the future we'll get it. I hope so. But yeah, we didn't pre-order any of that wave, I don't think, even though I wanted it. It's just, you know, things have gotten pricey. We did pre-order the regular brown bear though, so I'm excited about that. But this ain't about him. So yeah, beautiful sculpt on this bear, and not just sculpt, the paint is amazing too. They saved all the paint work from this guy and gave it to this bear because it's not just white. It's like a creamy off-white is the base color, and then there's darker shadows in some places, and then there's a dry brush of like snow white on top, which is really nice. And you can especially see it around the face. You got some gray around the mouth. I will say that they over painted the nose a little bit. Like they went way off the boundary of the nose. Like it's supposed to end here and the paint goes all the way out to here. So it looks like it has a big old nose. So let's see, you can take this piece off. Oh, yep, there's that Jurassic Park Kenner type wound. That's pretty gross. That's actually really gruesome. And it makes me sad. So we're just gonna put that back here and hope it stays. I mean, I'm not especially squeamish, I don't think. All right, let's see what it can do. Head movement. Ooh, that's nice. Look down, look up. Can cock to the side. You can get a lot of movement out of this thing already. Look how cute it is. I already love this bear. Twist on the neck joint too. Ooh, leg out. Back. And also it splays a little bit. Right here. I think the back legs splay out too. Yep. There's a big ol' hinge on the elbow and a swivel there too. Big hinge on the ankle, swivel, and then a toe joint. That's for the front leg. For the back, you've got out, forward, and then the same kind of setup. Twist and hinge. Here's the foot joint. It's got a hinge and rock on that too. Yeah, love this bear. I mean, like I said, it's pretty much the reason that we got this set, is this great bear. And it's nice to have like a pink gloved military dude around. Me and this bear, we've got scars got battle scars. The bear's scars come from facing the most dangerous game, which is man, and mine come from facing the second most dangerous game, cat. All right, with that covered, let's look at accessories. So, Snake Eyes, did we figure out why he's called that? He comes with a lot of stuff, and I have no idea what a lot of it is. He'll come with ungloved trigger finger hands. Why would you ever use the ungloved hands when you've got bright pink hands instead? He comes with pink fists, pink karate chopping hands, guns, 2 of them to be exact. Got a handgun and a rifle. I don't know anything about guns, despite the amount of Red Dead Redemption 2 I play, but they are nicely painted. They're matte black and then with a bright metallic silver. And those, I think, well, you can put this one in his holster. Maybe. Is your gun too thick to fit? Okay, there we go. And he also has this knife you can fit in here. That's a long sheath for this short knife. It's like he's trying to compensate a little bit. I don't see anywhere on his person for this rifle to go, but maybe you don't want one of these strapped to your body anyway. There's some goo, some ooze and containment, some TMNT ooze, but it's pink, and some kind of crystal, mineral. Deep foliated calcite. Once again, no idea what these are, but I'm sure they're very important. And I'm sure it's very cool. Just neat little doodads to have. Also, bear trap. Kind of sad. Let's see, will it actually work? I mean, you can simulate the bear being trapped. It's kind of a small bear trap for this big bear. It's interesting that they gave it an injured shoulder and not an injured foot, given that it comes with the bear trap. But that is a cool addition. As you can see, there's a hinge. Snap close. Yeah, it's simple, but it's nice to have. You also get this alternate fur piece, so you can take this out. Plug in this one. It's been shot with arrows. Very sad. We'll leave it undamaged. No, undamaged, I said. We'll leave it undamaged. And last, but certainly not least, an alternate head for our bear. Mouth open, wide, roaring. Nice paintwork on the inside. Nice sculpt too. So this is our placid bear face, and this is our angry attacking bear face. They even got these ridges on the brow, so you could have your bear, ooh, rearing up. That was kind of hard to get out. Let's see if I can get this head in. I did have to heat the head up to get it back in, but it was no big deal. So a great thing about this figure is that it can be posed standing up, which makes it much taller to where it doesn't really want to fit in my viewfinder. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit. All right, there we go. So this is a great bipedal bear stance. It doesn't look awkward at all. The way they've engineered it, it looks pretty natural. And a lot of that has to do with this toe joint. It doesn't have the foot just flat. It's able to hang down a little bit. Looks awesome. I am having trouble getting it to stand on its own. I think it could if I worked with it a little bit more, but it is. Most of its mass is in its tummy, which helps. But I think for long-term display, if you want it to be standing up like this, you want to get a stand or something. So here he is next to our standing bear. This bear is awesome. Definitely the star of the set. G.I. Joe, like I said, I've got really no attachment to it and no experience with it really, but they've been like knocking it out of the park with the animals. And I think the only other one we have is Crocmaster and Fiona. But Fiona is awesome too. One minor criticism, and it's not really even a criticism, it's more of an observation because I know why they did it, is that polar bears are larger than this. So you can imagine how huge this thing would be standing up compared to a person. But that would be a lot of plastic and a lot of extra cost. So this size was probably the limit of what they could get away with while still making it affordable. So understandable. But yeah, this is a great set. I'm very happy with it. I mean, not only the bear, which is fantastic, but the dude too is pretty cool. Lots of fun accessories. I kind of wish Hasbro would just make like standalone animals or like an animal pack. But I understand why they're pairing them with the G.I. Joes, is because like some people aren't interested in the Joes, they just want the animals. I'm one of them. So this way you're kind of like forcing people to buy the dudes too, which is, you know, adding to the cost, getting them more money. I understand it, but I do want just an animals pack. That would be great. So yeah, great set. Recommend it, even if you're not into the G.I. Joes. Fantastic bear. Basically got it to be a replacement for the Mythic Legion's polar bear, which who knows when that's coming out, so I can't really say if it'll be a good replacement or not. The Mythic Legions one is obviously going to be much larger. It comes with a saddle. I hesitate to say you probably will be getting more articulation out of this one, but without a Mythic Legion's bear in hand, I don't know. We don't even have their brown bear yet. I don't know when that one is coming out, when that wave is coming out, but when it does, we'll look at it. So, as always, likes and subscribes are very much appreciated. Comments are more than welcome, and I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, and I'm sorry for my hands this episode. They're kind of beat up, and like my fingernails are a little bit dirty, even though I tried to clean them. I always like to say it's just paint. It's not dirt. This time it literally is dirt because I dug up 30 pounds of sweet potatoes without any gloves, which was a very smart move on my part, as you can see by the various cuts and wounds on my hands. So yeah, this time it's not paint. It is dirt, but every other time it will be paint.